This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
New, okay, and Matutum, my NTO.
Kumasa Santokoto a lot of quality players in our standard. Sana yebe puti no oshe players aba obia of a certain quality. From Department of Defense, Ubenya Ablo Samba O'Neal, Nanginda, these guys all defense. So Oba Finfi aba between Malo entry Tenadu, of course Saka Dauda, media mediation Finfi Obi. In the final third, we've also seen a Streba for, but Omunyina, the success of these guys depends solely on who mans the goalpost. It's been a topic of discussion from last season. We season, Banwan started. Frederick Asari national team no nkomo no ebie say the lad beko na okwa hwan de beba be compete no na afei competition no ya akwa so na die na Kamara ya ama comment we nyina ba for us to agree say Kamara mra ebi mo so ka say oh man a chance coach man a chance no mean say keeper onye bibia why are we calling for your man a chance but it means there are certain things within that department that are calling for attention. Let's talk about these things. Frederick Asari any only fatal say do the young star no become but yeni mpanimfo mi no come Frederick and of course Kamara Mohammed na enkomo edi nyina no Dr. Ogum adwuma kase de how man pass season way the midfielders and attackers me can secret video that day say attacking minded coaches you know omo fix omo attack in the midfield the first and sana omo ni abomachiri e very natural with all of them now enye no topic no but what I can say now they say Dr. Ogum na tension ba one attack in the midfield first sana kwachiro na chiro no de be na dwuna baso ye opponent bia obeye we be man ani abaso say defense no akawe. Let's take it sequentially from previous seasons. Reason why it's been a canker, tactical canker mamen kan sa e wokoto achiro 10 goals 6 over the 10 e be fast row na dia ba be fa abakoto box no a those goals no ba be turn it. So yen hwa de kakra bi e last game for Kumasa Sante Kotoko, Ewo Golden City Park. This game ended 2-1. Now goalkeeper or them no Moise Poite. So watch Moise Poite. Now you didn't come beyond the individual strength of this place. Is it down to organization? Is it down to the technique? Is it down to awareness? What is really the problem? So Moise Poite and down here, Baba Konano. What is anticipation? His communication, how it synergizes with that of the back line. Na osha ya otufu ball no or that form onyan sorry onya two players and I got the goal post but he himself will lose balance at this point in the most party on that form see but the key point in say tambe no free pole na ye den obeho ampa ho na ikihu ye ampa ho de ye ho no form but Moise Poite ho na de no e wosoro. Is it down to the speed of the ball, the timing of his movement, or down to anticipation? What is really the cause? So Shani Kakrabi, at the time the ball was kicked, Moise Poite decided, say, oh, Babe Fabono. At that same time, you could also check, say, Kotoko, defender back and a Moise Poite, so free to go post no more Ediaba. This is lack of communication. So in pieces, who breaking it further down, Moise the Babe Fabon, defender no equally, as so call for Bono. The boats went for the same ball. And that was the situation me and I am talking about Kote and Moise Poite. Oman communicating, the second ball fell for somebody. But in fact, on Tunche, anytime ball never corner now, we are going to defender now you show because there's a bit of higher chance to say boy by better net. The 20 wimpa, watch closely Moise Poite or share or bananim now sa konechi. That is really down to the anticipation of the ball speed. So Shanadi or I saw bananim. Then a corner first one, I clear ball the second time. Moise Poite benanim. Well, this I say, oh, my late. But when I want man, when I'm Zaka free general, only a good connection to the ball and a no cool body shame. Now at this point, Moise Poite shall appear. The decision and the idea is about the Fabono, but the now time I want man who challenged Mezaka free. Or don't want also the sole player who had connection to that ball. So he's been ungrounded at this point. He lost footing because of play free go post him. Na suno nka kwa wasesa na adwena connection no obia ni ho compete na o check red jerseys here obia ni ho compete with Mezaka free. So coach, we are taking you gradually through with team no enema makumienu akripi what traces our team defense This is last season. Now when a Kaluatara de Bakumasa Sante Kotoko, it wasn't Moise Poite. I had a Dalad de home commander. Yet count how many red jerseys you see in the box. Golden City one command yedi. This time enye Paul we no, e Paul na wo krom no. That similar pattern of goals. And I could consider this was the move that brought Kaluwatara to Krabia. Now, born on this and fastro every single time. So, Maka, and what sequences and what traces. How are we solving the problem? Now, Maka more exploited there, and Maka downloaded there. Are we also understanding the fact that download is so conning in his anticipation of the ball's angle and speed? Oh, download. It was so erroneous positional. Nemom, why and Kaluwatara Ekosrono. That was John Tedeku. Earlier one, no, Augustine Japan. But put all together, share this was beginning goal stars and Kotoko or dance back, Frederick Asari. So we are talking about different goalkeepers with the same magnitude of problem and watch. A very good cross from Odai Emmanuel, the captain for beginning goal stars, and of course, quality connection in the box. But when the Jina Prince Kwabena Usunchono, a Nuruddin, central defender now what check here the defense in one, to be a maybe problem, they say. Yeah, not a hard Janica Krabi. Check a Kotoko backline and can be answered at this point. Shadi defensive structure we know and can be answered. Oh, who knows a defensive line, Yachamutu, and a yellow for 1 Now, who is doing the marking? A first line of defense, midfielders, Abetano, and answer the last line led by the central defenders, Nuruddin. But Omumi and Umfinfi, as a bridge, attackers no Umfinfi. This is the kind of script and answer except from this game, as a technical team, the fact, analyzing the roles, position of these guys, and why communication doesn't exist in the box. So, Makacho, look, there are 2 lines of defense. At this point, the key question is say, Ope se Frederick Asari, Opie Babaya de. It's down to the structure here in the box. What is really happening? So a bonus say no connection number Prince and Kwan you can watch him. There are 2 lines of defenses, but the behind on make it for Prince. Now the question is, Frederick Asari umpiemra. But let's forget about Frederick Asari. I will be being go Sani and Fanembra Kumasi Asante Kotoko. On one Castle Stadium, and Vow was a bed nego tete on Mubarak in the general pay. Frederick Asari, the goalkeeper, on twin P. Mamma Bibia. Now watch it as the ball was spreaded out wide. Keep an idea or the pressure or communication no koso monkasa obia phobi then I can always be connecting the back line or say watch the structure the busa say they are connected ball no he is in the midst of the place how no jina on the jina now a bunny say no keep an obede no bad situation we say 5 players connected here in the zone. Maybe back box we count 6. But watch the zone. It's keep on anything to do. It's down to the structure, just as you watch from Bekum. Just as O'Shea or dance back. We Babayara. Now you trust quickly and Brennan you these are things I had bob, so we want the technical team to pick up these things. Now I'm working on. You can bring in Messi or Shatan. You're 10, you have a 10 with defense. The strength of your team really depends on the solidity and how resolute our defense and good cross be a box na say team ni be bugana and samane kakra won chain so be mistake say corner whatever every floated ball into the box has some level of propensity say end at the back of the net say keeper ni gina ho say keeper ni say the power box say the penny box you watch say Justice Blade gina ho na ye bully no ahead finish and a very good cross from Magama. So my catcher doctor say a sequences a siwo team num a ukasa wo de ye no down to goalkeepers no kwa batters or and the attackers has always they've been the first people to the air and connected ball no bring in the goalkeeper na maintain errors no and goalkeeper presence and cash from. So we have brought in Kamara. We are asking questions and say keepers no moment anticipating here. What has been the issue? Now keke kambo crowd they are more exploiters aba biewu still errors okro and AC. So rotate the goalkeepers between Danlad, more exploited Frederick Asari and these issues now who solves them? Okay, you're moving from last season quickly. Now you're sure at the time I got the Japasu that Nikela no a ball post and a cote able to train or say bottle safe corner ne bar who at the Kotoko against media man you test this season come on and no the keeper by them no Frederick Asari. Now busa question and say but be a boy you were Frederick Asari by there at this point. Nobody challenges for the real action. And if it happens that way, any cost Robert or whole every time it's been happening in the box. Is it down to timing? Is it down to misunderstanding of the ball speed and angle? These are all micro parts of defending corners and floated balls in the box. Keep on air time, baby, but somebody has to challenge for that. That is not to say go in a legal go maka. But cross the snare is the emphasis of our discussion. So ho and a yedi offside no. If you can learn you call offside. So every time there's a foul, there's a bit of panic in the box because a half or probably higher level of chance for the opponent. Why does it repeat itself? So that is Prosper Boache. Now, Maka, you watch Blame Medica coming, let's keep our focus, concentration, and everything on why floated balls bar your opponent in a day. But Kotoko defense a major issue from last season ever. Now, problem, let's say, a told me a Frederick, on Oba, so on the Demois, Oba, a told me so on Macra. But this in park, keep an piano. Who was a defense name, Brett, so made the first, second, and sometimes the third balls on the every boxing. The keeper is not moving, or change the defense in a and the defense would always be found wanting in the box. Where technical team should sit up and work. The keeper is not coming forth. He has about 6 defenders just around the box. And a moment dealing with the situation, always a much more. Somebody has to be the leader. Now every defensive backline, you can't dominate John Terry, now Carvalho. It has to have some level of consistency. Every time, whenever the keeper decides to stay and wait for the second ball, defense and then react. Doctor, this is a technical problem. Now, what shall be to cylinder and tangy of house folk? Now, only the first height in this duel. Yes, jumping has its own technical abilities. Leaping power is different from wherever you are in the box. But why and how does Linda connect to the ball first? And on Frederick here was stay very stuck to the line or so. Now or train by be a bono, Susande body but at the end of the day, defense and react. It's always been repeating itself. So the here said you won't deliver bono or behunu say or body. And you can go through the clips, different teams. Say keep an ma defense and hope second body flip top. Say opponent in the power best abonadi the shame. They are always struggling to deal with these second balls. Doctor Najao, Joba, and Yamwajuma, work on that. Where you before at the Babaya Sports Stadium, watch Frederick Kasari. Wherever the situation is, almost the keeper or chase defense and back for a challenge or contact. Now, the obedi conversation will deal with the Akaro. Why has it been a problem? Every floated ball be a bar, Apopoba. Nanoni Atiasi Kamara, the see. A goalkeeper has to have some level of understanding within the back line. No? So cross is a bar, and come on, nobody, do a back at Romo, do a bayano, as a sound almost so tenacity, or Mumba keeper no. But you should be go stars, you can't Frederick Asari the Noir. Be go stars and a Kotoko. How many times in the box? And I'm highlighted the actual, the emptiness of the structure. Now, a Sasoma attackers another chance and opportunity to have a free connection. Every time. So how many players can be connected? It was a long shot, but I'm a so if be a map on them Kotoko players or box room and I can count them for you. Say Kotoko about 7 players, only keep an account 8. But the free header no and no. This was purely a free header. Antoinette, but the tornado that would have been a major topic. But this is Kamara on the goal post. So what is the problem here? Kamara on the goal post, there's a free header for Billy Gosas. Now, on the body chair, name Yakra, Obia, which be 8 are the goalkeeper. But the problem continues to exist. One head bonnie, you know. But why does it repeat itself? So there are key questions. Where you hoy? Frederick Asari have back. It's a problem now. Kamara then the 3 a young Pimo channel. Frederick Asari, you were a bit unfortunate. So would you need to do the unpermission? But Kamara the end of the feebly. And Ochibono. But watch it. Every time you count them and Kotoko about 8 players in the box. But lack of skills, technically, I'll be dealing with the situation. Now you're focusing on the goalkeeper. I'll be bringing my opinion on these 2 goalkeepers. The slight differences are and what we do in terms. Why every team say lower tier, say whatever. What mean your opportunity say a bad box to Mukwandia or Benya header. So Henry Ansu, Justice Blay, Ablo, Samba, all these guys, mobile boxing, but we keep focusing on the goalkeepers. Now, the reality is, are we all saying, Frederick Asare is a problem? Yes, all problems. One of them, the movement was not timed. Etusha say, these are some of the times we tell our keepers, say, Omunye very, very vigilant. 2 central defenders in my highlighted the Achirono. And Omo marking us for Hamza Issa and then Kashala Ramos. So no, but watch it. There is no communication. Keep on me Piaba by family defenders by your family and strike and we are for home. The defender that form keep on work in the bit of anguish. Now or church and agenda channel dinner for more. Only me Piaba. Frederick, your near post you considered just on your near post. And by saying we are not looking at the structure of that defense. Yes. This is Frederick marking out the near post, but why am I taking Kakari at the border? Frederick, you cannot blame anyone on this. This is purely individual. Now, 1-on-1 also has been called into question. Upieba and one so appear by Frederick enlarge your body, widen up. Because what share Kotoko Rain Masters, born it fast, it was as smooth as that. Frederick Bar no aba. These are all little errors that will give more technically so we improve it. But that notwithstanding, Frederick has also shown say a through no ye can one seven one on developing you and all challenges some more no. It was a some more in the tea a ball free in some. It was a low point in the goalkeeper's career, but it was a Kotoko has game there. You need minute by be a general. Kotoko might have some of the best squads our league game, but goalkeeping problem no man solve here and Macan, Frederick had issues, but he's also shown some brilliance. Anticipation can once watch his movement off his line. Anyhow, but so bonum. Naka or with much consistency and Kessben Sports. He understood the fact that defense number one and Opieba. But how many times and a Frederick, now one of the best divers in our league. One of the best goalkeepers are good reach, Mikasa Richa, or turn one in Sababi and in Drew. Watch that save against Prince Kwabena Owusu of the Go Stars. Anyway, or more power away league with one, Abednego Tete or Bernardino Tete of Mediama. But Frederick's two still in the goalpost and was save situation. So in terms of diving there, your league with Frederick is one of the best. In terms of diamond or good reach, and he's so agile. Agility is the major component of goalkeeping. And now yes, or how do you even get up? Or reflexes to say, or second balls and rebounds, how do you deal with them? In terms of agility, this guy Frederick is one of the best in our league. Or very good reach. Who is Kamara? So after some problem in Kamara, the Oba, the was shown to say. So Bono ever from one otimi pass be build it out at the court. Oh yeah, I was talking about timing and anticipation short while ago. Our Frederick he's also showing it here. Say a bass and fair nine more body he's so calm. But over there the one game to some go sassano, I did not to our bra errors. Any structural differences that work on a Frederick no onion face CBA. Competitively, we cannot analyze Kamara Mohammed. Apart from the defense, in terms of talking about the goalkeeper as a topic, can be brain found Kamara. But my key thing here said, oh, you're good, L1 The goalkeepers are not really meant for their footwork. Apart from say Obama footwork akrano, without the ball, so me fair on yourself. But my point here is that Kamara has been very calm right now. Or show a lot of personality. And when I'm person Frederick so show level of personality. Say he's part of the captains. Last season, not only a bit of that cowardice in front of not only a Jumano. But Kamara so far has been very calm. The training all year, we've been monitoring it. And Kamara has been very calm so far. Competition in more Frederick so. But the technical team led by Dr. Obenyama Jao, Joe Bamo, so please fix the defensive issues. You're tracing from last 2 seasons to one bar. I've been running last season. And you see, I feel so. The problems keep creeping into that defensive area. Doctor should really, as a matter of fact, an agency work on them. Goalkeepers in there, their brilliance and everything has to be catalyzed by the defensive structure. Other than that, all the Bates, all the Testego, all the Manuano, Buffon, Casillas, all these guys, no defense, you'll be any general Jumana. Goalkeeper, no matter what, or best struggle. the structure has to be worked on. It has to be checked. But between Frederick and then Kamara Mohammed, Frederick, a good reach or good dive, and or a very, very agile. For Kamara, what I've seen, an aerial strength, say a football throw, or very durable. I've seen that in the goalkeeper. He's very, very strong in the air. That's something a bit different from Frederick Asar and also a lot of personality. The can be a fanto. I feel the season, about best starting. Dr. Ogum, you've had some good squad. Work on your defense. Other than that, opponent be an NBA be how. On this note, you fancy now China yen gather for France and from Rana yen actually from a chief. Say Joe. Not to assure you so. Other man.
Okay. Newton Lartey marriage at a new. Some me no be pair quickly na fe yen twaso emfa ema amanfo wa wuram ye papa enya some get to akra. We Joe Newton has identified the problems. What are the solutions? Why na the way ebre. Next one also SSA on the futua na tell Newton that a whole WhatsApp was created partially to monitor my messages on Kessben FM and Facebook. So anytime I mention a particular name, it will be announced that they should go and attack DD on Facebook. I'll forward my dirtiest insults to him later. Newton pa DD. I come out senior high school. I'm a teacher, and I can't assume we insults. Well, firm pa. Juma dia to ho se century Juma na obeya calls about so who pussy no. O comment on these two. One, solutions, and DD comment no.
Gumo ewo Juma ye ewo na chiro pa. A drew set pieces are a major area. In fact, Europe there your set piece coach throw in corners. You're on coach and kasa. What I will say, they say, doctor, pick Justice Blade, a blow, samba, pick your laterals. Have a very good session with these guys. Work around them. Ball, now I can yet theoretical. And yet they make purely practical. So the American behind a doctor would have to, practice it. Please pick your defensive structure. Talk to them. Find out what happens. There's something very micro-easy. Pick the media game. Why Blade left to the guy? Pick the why Blade left the guy. These are some of the details. Ask Blade. Blade, I don't know if you prosper. Watching second ball. Find out from him. Find out from Frederick Asari in the movement or bar. Is there somebody saying something on it or can't be obedient? Why do they always collide aerially? These are the things doctor would have to work around. But to say them kind of football, yeah, the other one okay. The man one kind come to me video no doctor say. Now chance bobo. I can only share a few. Didi nyame show pa nyame show. To the messages ne ba ya na o ye calm. But about 1 2 3 especially players ya na no mu share stadiums ne mantamu no. Omo ntimi nka nkyerɛ no mama papa ne mu CEO no mpanifo frɛ basa na say why basa but Sergio West ne enough Didi me da se pa Sergio so ne West ne massive heavy mama pa boss.
Okay. Yebedasi Newton Lartey marriage as usual. Odia family papa. Emrason kwa Mickey